Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday night. We're halfway through the week, and Icarus, thank you for the follow just a few seconds ago. Let me update my bar there accordingly, as that will bring me up to 48. 2 away from 50. Getting closer. So close. Well, thank you for fixing that. Gonna be doing some more photo editing, this time from mostly from a shoot. The last shoot I did before the plague tonight. So, technically, the last nude shoot I did before the plague started, but the images tonight will be of the safe for work variety. Don't worry, there won't be any bits showing. Don't worry, you hear that, Twitch? Don't worry. From the before times! Yes. Yes, we are. So this shoot happened like the week before everything started going to hell. So we've got some studio stuff, and if we have some time, a few more of my black and white cemetery images that I will do a little work on as well. So let us begin tonight's little fun. From the before times. So hopefully you are all staying healthy, happy, and safe. For we're deep into month 9 of this, so I hope you're all staying very safe, very healthy as you can be. Hopefully you're all wearing your masks. For the love of God, please be wearing your masks. Let me know if the sound and all that is good. As we go along here, doing some more tweaks. This is my second ever art stream. So the art stream I did last week was a ton of fun, and so much fun that here I am doing another one for you. Gets me making more art. So let's start. Before we dive into the body stuff, let's dive into my dear, all these images are of my dear friend Danielle. And this particular shoot was a continuation of a shoot that we had done 7 years ago when I was still in college. One of my assignments in my color photography class is that we were to interview somebody, could be anybody, asking them what their favorite color is and why it's their favorite color, and then use the information that I got in the interview to then form a series of images based around that person and that color. And my friend here, favorite color is blue, same as mine, and she gave me an essay on why she likes blue so much. And we did some wonderful stuff, and I felt like revisiting that, because this was right after she dyed her hair blue, and I went, I want to revisit. So that first shoot was in 2013. Here we are in 2020. So let us start with a little of the latter as usual. I had a blast with it. If I remember, I'll show you. I think one of those images from that shoot. One of those images from that shoot is on my Instagram. There were a couple of others that I've done, and then we got into the nude portion of that shoot, where it was like, okay, my homework's done. Now it's time for some play. And this shoot kind of followed a similar setup, which, she had a number of costumes. She is in her TARDIS dress, Um, Other images we did, she had a Sailor Mercury outfit, and she had another outfit. And then we got to the nude. Zan loves blue too. I'm more of a red person myself. Interesting. Let's lighten you up just a little. Okay. Let's do a little desaturation. Too much. 15. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. As for the blues themselves. Ooh. Oh, I'm liking that. Too much. Way too much. However, I could go up to at least 50 on that and not have an issue. That's very nice. Let's punch up those blues. I think we're good there. Now, this particular one's gonna be an easy edit, I think. I'm a big believer in the more you get right in the camera before you fire the shot, the less time you spend in post-production. And that is something that I've learned from learning how to shoot on film. The more you get right in camera, the less time you spend in the darkroom. 5% is good. Can we go 10? Nah, too much. 5, I think will be just fine for this. Punch the blues. Punch them. That already. I mean, not to mention that I am such a sucker. I am such a sucker for soft light. Alright. And, you know, because it's me we're dealing with. It's me we're dealing with, so I mean, I obviously have to go black and white. Now, am I ready for my bravery test? As Bob Ross would say. zoomed in a bit much. Yeah, a little bit more. It's actually going to 25. Alright. Magnetic lasso is my friend. I swear to God. Fix that. Just getting a rough outline. Just want to see if this actually works. Yes, it does. Good. No. Undo. Undo that. Thank you. See if we can smooth that out just a touch. Get a little bit of selective color action on, I think. Hey, good evening, Tiny Dragon. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Just doing a little bit of some selective color action. You hasn't missed much. Starting off with that. And I've done my initial edits. I've done a black and white, and now I'm doing a selective color edit. Ooh, drinking port. Ooh, fancy, Tiny Dragon. You feeling a little British this evening? I'm not fancy, I'm just an old man. Get off my lawn. You can be both British and an old man, yes. All it takes, Icarus and Tiny Dragon, is a can-do attitude. Up in a bit. Because I'm catching part of my backdrop in here. This is always the tricky part. Oop. Getting there. We got a little Sonic the Hedgehog remix action going on this evening. It was the album I chose. Courtesy of Overclocked Remix. One of my favorite places for video game remixes. Just gonna about do it with the selective color. We get a few strands here or there. Although I like that. I absolutely like that a lot. However, I think I can do a little better, so I'm just gonna save this as is. The always tricky part is when I'm trying to just select out the hair, is the fact that where the hair stops and where the backdrop begins is always a little, because I'm going against a blue backdrop. So I have a theory. Although it's not too bad, actually. I didn't even put the two together, but you know, I wasn't even thinking that. I was just scrolling through my Music Bee program, and I'm just like, haven't heard you in a while. I actually think I like that. Blue theme night! Yes. Yep. What do you mean? Thank you. So it's like first, so we have our first set O edits here. Alright, let's dive into the slightly more risque. As I said a little earlier, that some of these images are taken from the last nude shoot I did. So I chose a few that were the safest to show on Twitch. They have nothing showing. The Puritans aren't going to come out and seize me. Yeah, I had a feeling there was a distinct lack of white. Let's brighten that. I make no apologies if you have to rush to the bathroom to relieve yourself in whatever way you see fit. I take no responsibility if you get off on my work. In fact, I will consider that a massive compliment. If you haven't already figured it out by now, this is not... If you've come here looking for a good Christian stream, you've got it all wrong. I'm not Lena. Oh, much better. Punch up the blue a bit more. Feel like I should be in a rave. I actually think I'm going to crop that just a little bit. That tiny little bit of lip looks a little odd to me, so... I like that better. There we go. Okay. Getting your wiggle on. Extra richness here. That might be a little much, actually. Yeah, that's a bit better. As much as I do love rich, deep blacks, that starts to get a little crazy. That little 5% there as a treat. Hopefully we get some more people in here tonight, because I am, as you can see at the top, I am two followers away from 50. I am getting that so close to getting to affiliate. So close. Okay. And what else do I want to do? I want to... drop of additional contrast, I think. This was a fun shoot. This was a really, really awesome shoot. I have posted some of the not safe for work images from this shoot on Patreon and on my Vero page. And if you want links to those, all you have to do is type in !art, and it will take you to my card page, which is just a link aggregate. So there you can find Vero, my Vero Patreon, Instagram, Ko-Fi, Coffee, however you pronounce that, Redbubble shop, etc. All there. Thank you, Tiny Dragon. Vero, Patreon, and my website, and occasionally Twitter is where I will post the nudes. If you're into that sort of thing. And for all of you out there joining me all of you joining me this evening, thank you so much. Glad you're here, keeping me company while I'm getting my art on. Art! It's like the bros from Questionable Content. Bros! Thank you, Streamlabs. I will hydrate myself in just a moment. You in just a moment. on. Yeah, Tiny Dragon, there's a reference for you. Oh, I'm going to have to do some significant touch-up work to that, but that is quite alright. Come on. That is absolutely fine by me. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. One of the things I really like doing in my work is selective color. I think it's a lot of fun, and it adds an additional dimension to your work. Especially in this particular shoot where the focus predominantly is the color. I mean, one of the biggest reasons why I'm drawn to black and white so much is that in a world that is swimming in color, it's always fun and always a nice challenge to me as an artist to create an image where you're relying entirely on contrast and value of grayscale to convey your image. The absence of color can add more to an image than if you were just looking at it in normal color, I feel. Thank you for joining me on Brian Opines on Photography. And because this particular person, one of my best and most dearest friends, is somebody who I've been doing shoots with since 2012, it's just been very interesting to just shoot her as she's been getting more. She's been covering herself more and more tattoos over these last 8 years. So when we first started doing shoots together, it's like it's a virtual blank canvas to start, and in the ensuing 8 years, she's just been getting more and more inked. Tiny Dragon, I didn't know you had any. Or if I did, I've long since forgotten. So that's really cool. close, I think, to calling the selective color one. I mean, I suppose I should have seen that one coming, Tiny Dragon. But I did not know. That's lovely. I know my friend Danielle here. She's got an ellipsis. She's got a small rat. She's got a bunch of Mystery Science Theater related ones. Those are the ones predominant on her arm there. She has the VFD symbol from a series of unfortunate events tattooed on one of her feet or her ankle. She's got wings that cover her shoulder blades on the back. Some song lyrics. The Albany skyline. I'm sure there's a couple of others I've missed. Oh, I forgot about that section. All right, I'll have to get that in a little bit. Like, I love some of the gorgeous, gorgeous designs. The gorgeous designs that people get on themselves. I could never bring myself to get one because I am a wimp. I hate pain. I'm not a fan of needles. Like, I have had Crohn's disease since 2006, and I get a needle every 8 weeks. You'd think I'd be used to them by now, but nope. Every time someone's coming at me with an IV or something for blood draw, I'm just like, nope. Turning my head. And there we are. That is our selective color version of this. It occurs to me I did not do a straight black and white edit, so let's do that. We got some smooth jazz here with Casino Night Zone. I like. Thank you, Icarus. I have to say, Icarus, anytime you or Zan just go absolutely ape shit in your tags on the occasions that you reblog any of my images, that just puts a big shit-eating grin on my face, I'll have you know. Like, anytime I see, like, keyboard smashing in the tags when it comes to one of my images, I know I done good. All right. On to our next one. God, listening to these remixes, it just makes me want to go back and play the old Sonic, the old Genesis games. Which I will be doing, actually, at some point next year, because here's your time for your feel old moment. Next year, Sonic the Hedgehog turns 30. Yep, Tiny Dragon. 1991 was when the first Sonic the Hedgehog game came out on the Sega Genesis. I was 6. I have never even heard of that person, nor have I heard the Sonic Bible. So no and no on both counts. So Icarus will join the 30 club next year. Aww. So you were also a toddler when Sonic came out. I had already been exposed to the pain and suffering that was Super Mario Brothers. Alright, well, this is to indulge my curiosity a bit here. My aunt had gifted me her Atari when I was in middle school. I don't want to bump up the sands. I am just curious, though. Oh, that's trippy. That is very trippy. Fun with sliders. These particular, yes, I know that's your shade of green there, Icarus. These ones are particularly easier to edit than the ones that I did last week, the ones of the cemetery shooting. Indoor studio photography is a lot easier to edit in post-production than it is outdoor photography for very obvious reasons. Because when I'm in the studio here and I have my lights up, everything is fully controlled, the amount of light, the amount of diffusion. I've got these great big soft boxes. I'm a huge fan of Vermeer. These great big huge soft boxes, and everything is fully controlled. Whereas obviously when you're doing an outdoor shoot, you don't have as much control. So post-production takes longer, which these ones are pretty easy. Like. And again, thank you all out there for joining me on this Wednesday evening. A little bit of a snowy Wednesday evening in my part of the world. It's been lightly snowing, just flurries all day, but it's like just warm enough for it to not stick. So it looks like it's been a dusting outside all day. I mean, not that I'm going anywhere in the first place. Danielle is one of my favorite people to photograph. So good. Drop curious. I think that makes it a little better. I don't know if I want to do a selective color to that. We'll try it. We'll do it. We'll try it anyway. Do a quick... No, I didn't want to do that. Start at the top corner. Just for curiosity's sake. Some of the hair. Because I'm curious. I think maybe just the scarf in this for this particular one. When you're a jet, you're a jet. Okay, I like that better. So now let's just do some edge touch-up. Boss music that plays when you're in the rough part of town, apparently. Thank you out there, wherever you are, joining me on my second ever art stream. Hopefully you are enjoying yourself this evening. Thank you for spending some of your Wednesday night with me. Always glad you're here. Hopefully you are staying healthy and safe in the time of plague. I'll come back to you. I will say, doing this with a mouse is so much easier than how I normally do it on my MacBook, which is using the damn touchpad. Because apparently I'm a glutton for punishment. And apparently just profoundly too lazy to hook up a USB mouse to it. Let's just do a little of that. Just a little. Yeah. And I believe we're just about at having a completed edit there. Boop. Zoom back out. I love selective colors so goddamn much. I do hope Danielle is out there watching me. She followed me earlier today, so I'm wondering if she's out there this evening. So we've got 3 so far, and still have plenty of time. I've only been going at this an hour. All right, next one, different fabric. Plain blue. What I did with her and with the different types of blue fabric she was wearing, I created a grid, another of a long running series of work called Pieces of, and I did one with her and the different blue fabric she wore. So that's on Vero, Patreon, and that's on my website, because that's a not safe for work one. Can't show that here. There's a nipple in it. We know how the internet hates those.
Hello, Larry. This is Mustin. What?
So, we are here with David Lloyd. Now, David, can I call you David?
Call me whatever you want, baby.
Okay, now you say you recorded this track.
Yeah, I recorded it all in one take.
Oh, I know, Tiny Dragon. The horror.
My toes and my Yamaha motif.
It sounds very interesting. So, let's have a listen, shall we?
Nothing good on the radio. I can do better on the radio anyway.
You mean Tiny Dragon, the You mean the female breast is has other functions besides just sex? What am I gonna do? My whole worldview is shattered. Yeah. Egad! What are you talking about? Too much, way too much. Thirty looks good. Ah, yes, abstinence-only sex class, because humans never have sexual urges in their teens. God's watching you masturbate. Especially not females. What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah. I was editing an image. That's what I was doing. Notice it. I think I'll keep that there. Oh. Not a whole lot of black in this image to be enough to be getting on with. No, I don't think this image actually needs selective black. Not this one. I learned the word femoid this past year, and I wish I hadn't. That is the Icarus call right there. All I have to do is say bees, and from far away, will poke their head out of the ground and be like, bees? Bees? Where? Bees? Bees? Covered in bees? 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 Tiny Dragon has become Bees Male. It's your new superhero. Oh. It's a bit of a quiet stream this evening, but I'm glad we are having some fun. I actually do have a highlight. I have a highlight, a clip on my on the Twitch channel when I was playing BioShock, and Icarus was watching me, and I had recently acquired the insect swarm plasmid, and it was just like 2 minutes of us screaming bees back and forth and me flailing my arms almost knocking my headset off in the process. Alright, so that's fine by itself. We do have fun here. I'm hoping next year, since I did Bioshock earlier this year, I'm hoping to do Bioshock 2, and we may have an Icarus on with me for audio commentary when I get there. That'll be fun. That, you know, you put that up there, Tiny Dragon, as a joke, but chaos actually did happen. There were a number of times where I accidentally would fire off a bee swarm, and then after they kill an enemy, they then move to the next nearest enemy, which sometimes was a Big Daddy. And yeah. Chaos would absolutely ensue because we're like, no, I didn't mean to do that. Let's make this easier on myself. And then the whole thing would just become OprahBees.gif. This is what I should have done with the others. No. Oh, you punned. You punned. You punned at me. Why? God, I can't wait till I hit 50 followers and get the Twitch affiliate, because I'm gonna need to have somebody commission me some emotes. Well, I'm gonna have to commission someone for emotes because I can't draw for shit. And I'm gonna have to make a bees one. Bemotes. The itching, the horrible burning. Oh, I like this remix. This is from... The Zone is from... It's from Sonic 2. This whole album has been Sonic 2 remixes. Chemical Plant Zone. Thank you. Yeah, this is... Like, for a solid blue, just a regular plain old scarf, this came out really nice. Like the other ones, like, as it was the same scarf used for both of these. That's a silk scarf that I know exactly where she got it. There's a particular vendor at the New York Renaissance Fair that does handmade silk scarves, dyes them in all sorts of weird patterns. The vendor, the store is named Foxglove. And I don't know if they travel to other Renaissance fairs, but in the New York one, they're known as Foxglove. I believe we've just about another finished edit. Me too, Icarus. Me too. Ren Fair was canceled this year, and oh, I miss it so much. I miss it so much. No, we've reached the end of the album. I do not want Metal Gear Solid right now. Thank you very much. Oh, I hope so. I absolutely hope so. Let's see. What song do I want to put on that will not flag a DMCA crap or copyright crap when this invariably goes on YouTube? Dum-de-dum. Oh, I know what let's do. Let's overthrow the Royals while I look for a soundtrack. One problem when you have, like 19,000 songs in your music folder is that, you start going, oh yeah. Oh yeah, how about that? How about that Babylonian? What's that Babylonian Tupperware? How about a little Mega Man action? Although I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep. What's something a little... Ah. Something that'll wake me up a little bit. Let's go to one of my more recent favorite games. Shovel Knight! This is the last edit of these 5, and then I'm going to shift to some black and white film, some more cemeteries to close ourselves out with. I know Lena will be streaming shortly, so after we're done here, I think we're gonna go a rating. Max Blue. That's intense. That's intense blue. Like, I don't know if any of you go to PAX, any of the PAX conventions, but it was just announced earlier this week that they're going to try. They've announced tentative dates for PAX East, PAX West, PAX Unplugged. And I'm just like, I love PAX, but I don't know if I want to go to a convention and there's no vaccine out yet. Hold on. Just looking for... We have a different soundtrack. Because I'm a fickle idiot. Actually, there we are. Also true, Johnny, and welcome. Good evening. Bit of a jump. We went from Shovel Knight to a Final Fantasy VI remix. But, you know, these things happen. Actually, don't think that needs any brightness or contrast at all. It is an amazing soundtrack, Tiny Dragon. All of Supergiant Games soundtracks are amazing. Bastion, Transistor, Pyre, Hades, they're all good. And I got to meet the composer. I got to meet Darren Korb in person at PAX, and I had to try my hardest not to fan squee all over him. Oh yeah, he performs at PAX regularly. Yeah. Like, I've chatted with him a few times, and there was this one time where he was going to be performing with the Videri String Quartet at PAX East, and I was waiting outside, or I walked up to the room where they were going to be performing, and I had just plopped my stuff down, and I sat down next to someone who was tuning his guitar, getting ready for the show, and it was Darren Korb. And I think I read the same article, Tiny Dragon. Yes. All right. Black and white time. Pump that up a bit. Yes, the same article. It was from Kotaku. Yep. Time for a little selective color action. And then this is the last, as I said, the last of our studio edit. studio edits. Pardon me there. I had rented lips there for a moment. But yes, Darren Korb is an amazing, amazing composer. And it's just, outstanding music. And Ashley Barrett, who is usually the vocalist along with him on a number of those songs. Just, mwah. What do you mean? Don't give me that horse shit. Michael Winkers gives the guns is not directly at. What the hell do you mean? Thank you. Jerk. I'm gonna have to play with the hair a bit more. That's fine. Again, thank you all out there for joining me on this fun, art-filled Friday evening. Friday? Jesus! I'm jumping to the end of the week. Wednesday evening. Damn. Oh, good Lord. I do need to hydrate myself. Hydrate myself with hard cider, Streamlabs. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's the time of COVID. Time has no meaning. This is March 283rd as far as my brain is concerned. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, God. Where's the fireball? Hit a few shots. Christ on a bike. Headed for Earth eventually. Giant Meteor 2020. I saw a few of those bumper stickers. Like, please. Any functioning adult 2020. Yeah, we do. We've got our selective color. Nice. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Whoop. Thank you for the link to the Sonic Bible, Tiny Dragon. I will have to check that out later. I'll pocket that one. Alright. So it is time for our cemetery pictures. Some more black and white film. Because now we're going to shift to death. as we'll wrap up in about half an hour or so, and then we're all going to go on an adventure and raid Lena's stream when we're done here. For those of you out there who are watching the chat, not familiar with Lena, she's an amazing illustrator and wonderful, wonderful person. Excellent friend, and does fantastic work. So if you're watching me right now, and you're not familiar with her, stick around. We'll go raid her when we're done here in about half an hour or so. Provided she hasn't decided to cancel her stream this evening between, I just haven't known about it yet. All right. So these 3 cemetery pictures that we're going to be editing today, this is a lot more local. The last ones that you saw, the ones that you saw me do last week, were from New Hampshire. These are all within 15-20 minutes of me. These are in Stillwater, New York, and Waterford, New York. This is from Stillwater. I think that one might be Waterford. But it's all right in my neighborhood. And these were shot on Ilford Delta 400 medium format film, and these were some of the first rolls that I shot with it as I was giving that camera a test. I'm just getting myself familiar with that camera for the first time because it's heavy. It is a heavy, heavy thing. I will show you. I'll show you how heavy this is in just a sec. Ha! It's the monolith. So this hulking monstrosity is my Pentax. It's my Pentax 645N. It's a medium format camera, and it weighs, with the lens on, it's about 5.25 pounds. Now imagine having basically a 5-pound bag of King Arthur flour dangling off your neck. This thing is huge. Compared to my 35mm, which is like nothing. It's nothing. So yeah, this hulking thing taking the images that you are seeing here. So we start with this one. Now, a little history on this one. This is a more recent cemetery. These 3 are. So around your early to mid 19th century. And this particular headstone, or this particular type of headstone, you won't be able to make it out because it's not in color, but they're typically a bluish gray. And they are made out of zinc, the metal, zinc. And they're not, obviously not stone, and when you walk up to these and you rap on them, they're hollow inside. And you see these usually sprinkled throughout a variety of cemeteries. They weren't particularly popular, but they were typically used by people who were not very well off. They didn't have a whole lot of income, and zinc metal was sometimes cheaper than stone. And the thing about zinc is that, you know, when you're using zinc metal, the engravings and carvings stay. They don't weather away like stone does. So even though it was, in some cases, cheaper, it lasted longer because you can see all the weathering of the stones surrounding it. This one, you know, from 1882, and it's still very, very visible. My wife actually wrote up a post about the zinc headstones on her Patreon. Which I will link you to a little later. Let's get my black and white points. And just like that, instant depth! I love when I correct these, because my scanner scans all these negatives in grayscale. They don't need much in the way of brightness contrast. This one. The blacks too much. With this particular headstone, you can see that the base was starting, the ground was giving way, so some enterprising soul decided to prop it up, and it went the other way. We went from, you know, the ground starting to give way to... This particular headstone, part of the reason why, you know, somebody attempted to do work on it is because of this little marker here. This is local to us. This means that this individual, or the wife of this individual, was a member of the Stillwater, New York Fire Department. Sometimes if you check out like really old cemeteries, you'll see little placards, little emblems next to certain headstones that will mark like, oh, lying here is like a soldier from the Revolutionary War or the Civil War, or, you know, daughter of the American Revolution, or Freemason, or something like that. All right. Now we get the fun part, cleaning up dust and scratches. Boop, boop, boop. You have to make those noises or it doesn't work. It's like I could use the dust and scratches filter on this thing, but I find that the clone stamp works much better. Time for the teeny tiny paintbrush. Oh. Like, I love actually making prints in the darkroom. I love it. Then we got this little bit of you know, this little piece of dust, which just looks like a tiny sperm managed to make its way to my image. I love making prints in the darkroom. I could lose myself for hours and hours inside the darkroom. But I do not miss having to stipple away. Oh, man. The most agonizing part of printmaking, of photographic printmaking. All right. There we are. That's one edit. Oops. Cancel. And then we have this one, in which we find the tattered remains of a flag next to a broken headstone. I don't know if it's meant to go with that headstone or if it was just blown there. Instant depth, just by resetting our black and our white point. Now I wonder, Icarus, if those very thin micron pens would have worked for photo paper. And by photo paper I mean like light sensitive photo paper, the kind you actually have to use in a photographic darkroom. I wonder if those would have worked. Oh well. Then again, and since I don't draw or illustrate, is there a series of micron pens that are a range of grays, like a grayscale, or are they just all one shade of black? Because what I was using the paintbrush for, it was India ink. That different shades of India ink that you would dilute to get to whatever shade of gray you needed. I think I need to punch the blacks first before I start fiddling about with contrast. If I ever get a house and I can rejigger a room so that I can have a proper photographic darkroom, I might have to try that. I might have to do that again. I might have to try the Micron pen. I'm very curious to see if they hold on actual photo paper or if they smudge right off. because darkroom photo paper is not meant to be porous. So to put ink on a photograph, it needs to be a very special kind of ink. It's definitely something I'm going to look into. Okay, I need to make all of this darker, because what I'm finding here is that the leaves and the headstone are approximately the same value. So, this is where our handy-dandy, non-pollutionary burning tool comes in handy. Just darken up the image. Just do one. No. Hold on. Too much. Too much. Way too much. One pass. That's looking better. That is looking considerably better. Yes, I do like that better. That stands out a bit more. Although I wonder, what's in my wonder ball? Yeah, I tend to agree there, Tiny Dragon. What I just did in a few seconds there would have taken me ages in the darkroom. I'd be sitting there with a burning wand, just going, tearing my hair out and probably wasting a ton of photo paper in the process. Although, since I do like gradients so much, I wonder. Whoa! Ho, ho, ho! No. Nah. No, that's won't work here. Well, let's try. Hold on. No. A bit better, but nah, I don't think gradients will work here. I think that's fine, just as is. Let's see if I can play with the contrast. Nah, that won't do anything. I think we're good for this one. Alright, our last image of the night before we shift to Lena, presumably. We hop on and raid Lena. This one is probably, if it all comes out nicey nice, this one will probably hit my red bubble. Which you can go find by going to that link. You'll see the link for my red bubble. There's a host of cemetery images up there for your purchase. Shameless self-promotion. And also, if you like what you see, and you want to support me in my art, but you don't want to, commit to a monthly Patreon or anything like that, I get it. Times are tough. Money is tough. You can feel free to make a donation. The link is below the Twitch screen, below the screen. Any money I raise during my art streams, that just goes right into my art account and just keeps me doing what I'm doing. Again, I'm reaching close. Getting close to that 50 followers mark. 2 away! I like that better. I really like that shadow right there. We were getting late in the afternoon here with this. Thank you, Tiny Dragon. And because the sun is actually behind this tree, you can see a little bit of the sort of the after effect. Because again, it's still, there's a bright area here. But that can also be fixed, although I don't know if I want to. I'll take a look at it. A little contrast, a little added contrast for this one, I think. And maybe a little bit of pump on the brightness, I think, will help. Yeah, that's nice. So first, let me just save this before I start farting around here. Doing more farting around, I should say. All of you out there who are watching or stopped by this evening, I hope you are enjoying these art streams. Like the one I did last week and the one this evening, You like it, the more I will do it. I mean, I'll probably just do more of it anyway because I'm having a lot of fun here. This might be the Wednesday going forward, just the Wednesday night thing. Bros! 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 I love Final Fantasy VI so much. Oops. There we go. Seemed a bit... Burn seemed a bit harsh there. Nah. Actually... I mean, you also had to, Tiny Dragon, well, I agree. Just think about where he was mentally, where Jeff was mentally during that time period. I mean, Martin is basically his avatar. And as much as I love that it has become like the Faye and Bubbles show. Claire is just a peach. An absolute peach. Alright, I think we have just about a completed edit here, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I like how Ye just went from, like, vague and shifty, like, anti-hero villain thing to clearly has a thing for Roko. Alright, my friends, so here's what we've done tonight. As we wrap all this up. So, just a quick little recap on what we've done. So we have that set. That set. That set. This set. And we started off with that. And then for our 3 graveyard images that we have done tonight. So not a bad work for 2 hours. Not bad at all. So this stream, like every other stream that we do, it's going to go up on my YouTube in a couple of days. If you want to relive this art stream, it'll also go on my Patreon as a public post, because why the hell not? Just again, I know money's tight. I know, and it's the holidays, but if you like what I do and you want to support me, you can donate at the link below. You can throw me some money on my Ko-Fi or Coffee, or if you have it, if you have the ability and you want to sign up for my Patreon. You'll get to see images that are patron exclusive, and if you subscribe at the $5 or higher level, you will get a 4x6 print of any piece of any photograph, any of my images of my choosing every 2 months, just like that. I'm getting ready to mail out the next round of patron prints this month, so it's all there for you. No bones about it. These graves are looking alive. Oh, for the love of... Oh, for the love of Heidegger. Oh. So the next art stream will very likely be a week from tonight. I'll make it the Wednesday night thing. But my next stream will be on Friday. And it's back to my wholesome, heartwarming holiday tale. That PlayStation 1 Christmas classic, Parasite Eve. A heartwarming story of mitochondria kissing under the mistletoe and cellular biology gone berserk as I continue my casual playthrough of that. So that'll be Friday this evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll get close to finishing the game on Friday, but I don't think we will. I think that'll be a next week thing. So, with that, my wonderful, wonderful friends, I'm about to take you to Lena, if she's streaming. Let me just take a look, see if she is or isn't, and we'll do a raid, a tiny raid. It's just the 3 of us in here, it seems, or the 4 of us. Yep, Lena is streaming, so we will do that, and I'll probably join some of you over on Lena's stream momentarily. So let's get the raid going. And, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I always appreciate it. I started doing Twitch streaming to help with the isolation because I am an extrovert. I miss my friends so much. So much. And this helps, so I love when y'all hang out in the chat and join me, so be sure to follow Lena. Be sure to follow Tiny Dragon on Fire. She is art streaming. I think she just made Twitch affiliate. So bravo and congratulations to Tiny Dragon. Follow them. They do good things. And with that, I'm going to move you into the capable hands of Lena the Oddity. Stay healthy, stay safe, wear a goddamn mask. Good night!